2012 NHL offseason, Zach Parise and Ryan Suter signed with the Minnesota Wild. Now that is right, I'm doing a scenario in which Ryan Suter and Zach Parise do not sign with the Minnesota Wild. And this does a couple big things to the league. One, it makes the New Jersey Devils and the Nashville Predators a lot better as a team, and it makes the Minnesota Wild a lot worse as a team. I will try and keep an eye on all three of these teams as we go through the season, but it's going to be a little hard to do that. And I'm going to try my best to keep an eye on them, but no guarantees, and I am very sorry about that. I will try and show off everybody's stats, all the lines, and I'll try and keep an eye on everybody as we go through this. So first off, the Minnesota Wild, let's go ahead and take a look at their lines right now. I do not want that. Best lines, and this is what they look like without Zach Parise. So a huge hole in this left wing. They're starting Chris Porter up here now. They got Jared Stoll, Jason Zucker, and Thomas Vanek all on the left side. Let's go over to New Jersey, and you see they got Zach Parise there. I think this makes them a much better team. I think Camilleri would play on the right side with Zach Parise. You got the second line as Zajac, Eliash, and then Toulouse. And yeah, that's how everything else is looking. Still doesn't make New Jersey, I would say, a contender. It'll make them a wild card team at best. And who knows, maybe they could do something in the playoffs. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nashville then. And the big changes on defense here. You have 3 players that are over 90 overall. So this team should not be scored on a lot. You got 2 defensive defensemen right up front. Roman Josi and Ryan Ellis. They should get quite a bit of points on this second line while not being bad defensively because they're still pretty good. And then Matthias Ekholm and Barrett Jackman also back there. So like I said, very, very good defensive team. It'll be interesting to see how they all do. So let's go ahead. We'll do like 30 games with the Nashville Predators. Then we'll move on to the next team. So let's go ahead and go to just about here. There we go. So let me talk about these signings real quick. And being a Detroit Red Wings fan, these signings, when I heard that they signed with the Minnesota Wild, I was so upset. One, because we were in the same division at the time. No. We were just about to move over. We hadn't gone to the East yet. It's in the same division, and I was so pissed off that they chose Minnesota over Detroit, because if you remember during that time, all the rumors were saying Zach Parise, Ryan Suter to the Detroit Red Wings. And man, that was getting me so excited as a Red Wings fan. I could not wait for that to happen. I was so excited, and I thought it was going to be game over for the rest of the league. And unfortunately it wasn't, but I mean, what can you really do at that point? After they signed, it was their decision, and you know what? They've done all right in Minnesota. They've been to the playoffs, once or twice? I'm not exactly sure, because like I said, the Red Wings moved to the East, and I kind of stopped paying attention to the West as much. And Nashville's record, 15, 17, and 2. So something's not working for Nashville here. Something's not working. Let's go ahead and take a look at their stats. Mike Fisher leads the team. What is this? What is this? Mike Fisher should never be leading a team in points. Oh my God. Shea Weber's up there. Mike Fisher and James Neal, they all have 24. Johansson should definitely be leading the team. I don't know why he isn't. This team's a huge minus. They're not scoring. That's the big problem. And you know, I think Ryan Suter makes this team worse. I don't know what it is. They're not as good. I guess they just can't score with Ryan Suter in there. These are what all their stats look like. Let's go ahead and take a look at New Jersey. Zach Parise with 27 points. You know, this is exactly what I figured from him. Adam Henrique is the defensive stalwart on that team, or on that line. He's the more defensive guy. And then Mike Camilleri is also putting some points up on the board. Really helping out Zach Parise. Honestly, if they had Zach Parise, I feel like they need an actual first line center, and that's not taking anything away from Henrique or Zajac. It's just Adam Henrique is a good second line center. He's not a first line center, and that's not being mean. It's just being honest. Minnesota Wild, yeah, based on points, and they're not doing so good. I mean, they took away their best scorer. I mean, yeah, Thomas Vanek has 12 goals, Granlund has 10, but as a team, their points are all down. Let's go ahead and take a look at all their records at this point too. So Nashville 15-17-2. New Jersey is 16-16-2. So they're not doing so hot either. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at Minnesota. Minnesota is also not in a playoff spot. They are 15-15-2. So let's go ahead and follow Minnesota. Actually, no, let's follow New Jersey for a little bit up until the trade deadline, and then we'll follow Minnesota after that. So, like I said, as a Red Wings fan, I was really disappointed when I found out that they were going to Minnesota. But I mean, it's both their home states. You have to understand that they wanted to play together because they're both good players, and they made Minnesota a hell of a lot better once they went there. And they're playing for the team that they rooted for growing up. Although, for a little bit there, they're probably rooted for the North Stars. That doesn't really matter. I was disappointed, but I'm happy for Minnesota that they got them. Now that I don't, my favorite team doesn't have to face them as often. And ooh, sorry about that. I really think that they could have gone somewhere else and been better off, because Minnesota hasn't made the finals since they've had them. They haven't done anything extraordinary since they've had them. They've just been a solid team, and honestly, for them signing, what is it, like 13-year contracts, absolutely insane. They're not really doing anything, and it sucks that their careers are going to basically finish in Minnesota unless they're 40 years old and want to sign somewhere else. Let's take a look at all the records first and points. So 26-33-4 from New Jersey, not doing so good. Zach Parise only has 43 points, so I feel like New Jersey honestly would have done better without Zach Parise. I feel like that's the general consensus for all these teams. They would do better if I hadn't have done anything. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nashville then. They're 29-26-8, so they've turned it around a little bit. They're still on the outside looking in, though. James Neal has 45 points. He's leading the team. Where is Ryan Suter? Ryan Suter, okay, he's got 31 points. He's never been one to put up very many points, but he's got the assists, and I feel like that's mostly because of Ryan Johansson, Mike Ribeiro, Shea Weber. People that play on the line, which Suter can pass to, they'll pass to somebody else and set him up. James Neal, Ryan Johansson, Mike Fisher, Craig Smith, they all almost have 20 goals. They will come season's end, hopefully, but you never know what will happen. And then let's go ahead and take a look at Minnesota. All right, Minnesota, they're 28-28-6, just behind Nashville in the standings there. And like I said, I feel like all these teams would be doing better if we hadn't have moved these players, because they were just free agent signings. I didn't have to send anybody coming back or anything like that. So I just added Suter and Parise to their respective teams, and it seems like it's not really working out for any of the teams. But let's go ahead and finish the season with Minnesota. And there we go. We can see if any of them actually make the playoffs. So, in this upcoming offseason, being a Red Wings fan, there's lots of talk about Stamkos coming to the Red Wings. And it's so so much feels just like the 2012 offseason when everybody said Parise and Suter were coming to Detroit. The reason why they didn't come to Detroit is because they didn't like Babcock. Now Babcock is with Toronto, so a lot of people didn't like Babcock, and maybe Stamkos is the same way, so that will deter him from going to Toronto. And Buffalo is in the mix for that. Detroit's in the mix, and I feel like there's another team, but I can't exactly say for certain because I don't want to say a wrong team. But like I said, it feels just like this offseason, and you know what? I feel like just going somewhere isn't going to help a free agent. Just going somewhere. You need to go someplace that has a future and go to a place, not that you can just play with one other starter, but play with a team that already is good and go to a place that already has a culture of winning and has a solid depth, someplace where you can go and thrive and be better off. Yes, Parise and Suter went to a place where they could both be the 1 and 2 guys, but honestly, in my opinion, Parise should not be a number 1 option on offense. Suter should be, I don't know if he should be a number 1 defenseman, just because he wasn't that in Nashville, and playing with Shea Weber, the more offensive one of the two, Suter never really became a decent enough scorer to be a number 1 option on defense, at least in my opinion. So them teaming up and going to Minnesota, it just didn't really work out too much in my opinion. And if they win a Stanley Cup, I'll eat my words, and you know what, I'll be happy for them. But I just really do not see it happening. But Nashville, they made the playoffs. I feel like they were the only team. I see Ryan Suter with 38 points there. I feel like they were the only team that made the playoffs. Did New Jersey do? No, they did not. 35, 42, and 5. They did not make the playoffs. Parise had 61 points. You know, he's back in the same spot that he used to be in, and that's the reason why he left. Yes, he was still playing with Kovalchuk when he was in New Jersey. They just went to the Stanley Cup Finals and lost to LA, but Parise knew that he would never go back there with this team, and honestly, I think he made the best decision for himself in leaving New Jersey, but he didn't make the greatest decision in going to Minnesota. So let's go ahead and simulate the playoffs with Nashville and see how they do. So just going to a team where you can be the star or the guy, it's not always the best option. And like I said, in this upcoming offseason, I don't think that that's going to be the best option for Stamkos. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he's a high percentage shooter, and I've said this time and time again. Maybe not in videos, but I've said this definitely to friends, anybody talking about hockey. He's a high percentage shooter. Those do not last in the NHL. It's high volume shooters like Ovechkin and, oh god, I can't come up with any other options. Maybe James Neal. Those are the guys that last, because your shooting percentage will drop as you get older, and yeah, you just don't score as much if you don't take as many shots. So anyway, I'll stop ranting about Stamkos. That's not what this video was supposed to be anyway. Chicago did win the cup. Nashville made it to the 3rd round. So, you know, with Suter, I think they become a better playoff team, although getting there was a struggle. They lost while being up in the series 3-1 to Chicago. So maybe they should have been in the finals. Maybe not. Chicago beat them in 7. And you know what? Chicago ended up being Washington in 7. So I honestly think that Nashville's a better team without Suter. I think New Jersey is in a better spot without Parise, because they can get more high draft picks, more prospects that way. And I feel like Minnesota, I mean, they would be right in the middle of the pack. They wouldn't be tanking. They wouldn't be making the playoffs. They didn't have Suter or Parise. So I think with them, making them a playoff team, I think that's the best for them, although I don't think they will ever win a Stanley Cup unless something drastic happens. So that is just what I think. And this is what NHL 16 thinks if Zach Parise and Ryan Suter never signed with the Minnesota Wild. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comment section below. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.